that potential for a little bit of rain, maybe even some localized flooding overnight tonight. It's a result of this. It's some interesting science behind what's going on out there. Here's the setup. Here's the background. You've got high pressure in the Gulf, and it's just slamming us with more and more moisture and humidity. You've felt that the last several days. But we've got a stationary front draped just to our north. And while that's not doing a whole lot for us, it's serving as a dam, if you will, for all that moisture. So as that high keeps pushing in our direction, it's just pulling up and pulling up and pulling up. Now enter the main character of the story, this little fella right here, the low pressure. That's what's sparking the showers, even the thunderstorms that are right now moving through parts of southeast Oklahoma. That compact, small area of rain, albeit small, is very heavy rain at times. That's going to continue drifting northeast, and with that movement being very slow, 15, at times only 20 miles an hour, it's a recipe for some flooding. We'll have to be mindful of that tonight. I don't think it's going to be widespread. In fact, there's a chance a lot of folks stay dry overnight, but where that compact area of rain moves through, right now in southern Lafleur County, that very well could lead to some additional flooding into the overnight hours. Here's current live radar right now. Spotty shower now exited Crawford County right up and down 49, just north of the Bobby Hopper Tunnel there. Some scattered rain east Scott County. And then here comes the leading edge of that mesoscale convective vortex there. Let's track it out hour by hour. This is 11 o'clock tonight. Heavy rain the southern half of Lafleur County, pushing into western Scott County at times, slowly but surely drifting northeast with time. It'll continue spinning counterclockwise. It's a low area, it's an area of low pressure. Small as it may be, low pressure nonetheless. You'll continue to see that spin with time, drifting towards the northeast, slowly but surely. Right now, I would really bet Logan County into Johnson County, maybe even parts of Franklin, parts of Sebastian, probably going to see the heaviest area of rain. But I think anywhere between Fort Smith and, let's say, Russellville is probably going to be fair game for the heaviest of that rain to cross Interstate 40, probably around 4 or 5 o'clock come tomorrow morning. That pushes off towards the northeast, still developing showers and storms as it does, likely after sunrise tomorrow. We'll watch a few additional showers after sunrise here and there. And then beyond that, we'll see a mostly dry day, albeit a few spotty pop-up showers in the afternoon into the evening. Here's that flood watch again. Everyone's technically under it in the 5 News viewing area, but I really think that band from, let's say Poteau through Waldron over towards Paris, Clarksville, maybe Charleston, this zone right here is shaping up to be where the heaviest of rain very well could fall. Tomorrow, northwest Arkansas, partly to mostly cloudy skies. Chance of rain up to about 20%. Largely in the afternoon for 1 or 2 of those pop-up showers. Those very hit or miss. It's going to be warmer tomorrow than it was today. Much can be said of the same in the River Valley. That chance of rain likely starting to taper down by mid to late morning, and then we'll see a mostly dry afternoon. Very muggy out there. That's not going to change likely anytime soon. We've got a ridge of high pressure building in. Ridge of high pressure, that's the scientific term. My hillbilly vernacular, it's a heat dome. It's a big old-fashioned heat dome, and it's going to get it right on top of us by this weekend. As it sits on top of us, heat just builds, and that doesn't change. And the reason it doesn't change is the jet stream, it's nowhere to be found. This time of year, it's way up north, and until that thing can dip down, push this ridge of high pressure out of the way, we're probably just going to get hotter and hotter. And that certainly looks to be the case going into the middle to latter part of next week. As that ridge of high pressure builds in, we're likely to see the hottest temperatures we've seen thus far. Medium range data suggests much of the same between July 20th and the 24th. The Climate Prediction Center giving us a high degree of confidence that we're going to see above average temperatures. So we've had a mild, if you will, and certainly a wet summer. That apparently changing very quickly. It's 81 degrees right now in Fort Smith. Goodness gracious. Right now in Rogers, 75 degrees. Light breeze out there helping it feel a little bit better. Your 10-day forecast shows that slow but quick warming. Slow but quick, that doesn't make any sense. That slow but gradual warming trend into the low 90s by Thursday and Friday, and will be likely in those low to mid 90s in northwest Arkansas this weekend into the following week. One thing's for sure, it's going to get hot, but it also means that humidity is going to be there. I think we're looking at heat index values this weekend in northwest Arkansas, probably around 100 to 103. In the River Valley, likely anywhere between 105, upwards of 108. A little bit better chance of a rainforest in the River Valley tomorrow morning. Again, that of course tapering off by midday. And then we start to see just that classic summertime weather pattern set up. Got here quickly. It went from, wet and I don't want to say cool, but cooler than average summer. We've had a few hot days here and there, but broadly speaking, it's not been that bad yet. I think next week we're probably going to be feeling the heat, the sting, if you will. Actual high temperatures around 97 degrees most every day. Heat index values, of course, that's where you really get into trouble. So, those heat advisories, heat alerts, we'll probably have many of those.
Weekend's going to be a little warmish.
A little warmish, yeah.